My life before Citadel was pretty much a life of being self-serving. It was a life that was filled with pain, guilt, shame. It was hard to be able to get through the day. But like everybody's life, there's things that try to pull you away from God. There's things that stop you from being able to praise God and to walk in His will.
Moving forward.
For me, it was domestic violence. For a long time, I was married and was abused physically. But the physical scars, they weren't what was important. They weren't what really hurt me. What really hurt me were the words. The words rang through even after my divorce, even after everything. I continued to feel that pain. I used to continue to let those words replay in my mind. You know, having a man that you love and you're married to them, I used to pray to God. I said, God, just change me into the woman that He wants, because obviously I'm not that. But the thing about it is that man, he was not only my husband who was supposed to love me, he was also my pastor. He was the shepherd of the church. He was the one who I looked to for guidance in God, but at the same time was the one that was breaking me down and taking me so far away from God. I lost all closeness with God. I turned my back and ran from God as soon as I ran from Him. Not only did this situation take every piece of me away, it took my children away. I didn't have the will to stand up and leave. And one by one, the courts decided I was unfit because I continued to live in a life and cover up for the things that he did. I'd walk into church and act like everything was fine. So by the time that he was done with me, he had taken my spirit, my happiness, my joy, and most of all, my children. When you lose everything that is like so dear to you, you spiral out of control. I don't have family that are here in the city with me. So when I lost everything, it was just me. I was alone. I turned my back from God. I turned my back from the church. I looked at church and God as a place of being hurt, a place of asking for help but not receiving any. So I spent my life doing what I wanted to do, partying, everything that I wasn't supposed to do. I think we all know all of that story that entails. But I wasn't happy. Things were just tearing me up inside. Everything that I was trying to do to make myself happy, I still wasn't happy. There was something missing, and it was him. I always looked down the street from Wayne State where I live at, and I'd see that church sitting right there on the corner. One day, in desperation of not being able to handle things on my own, I walked through the doors. From the moment I walked through the doors of Citadel, I could feel the Spirit of God rushing through me. Every piece of my body could feel God, could feel the Spirit of God. It had been so long since I had felt that feeling. And then as soon as worship service started, it was over. It was over. Tears are pouring. I could feel things lifting off of me as I finally was able to open my mouth again and praise God and thank Him. Realizing that what I went through was for a purpose. It was for something greater. Not only that, but since I started attending Citadel, within 3 months, my kids came back. I didn't have to ask. I didn't have to write letters. I didn't have to go to court. I didn't have to do anything. All of a sudden, my phone just started ringing saying, hey, let me drop your daughter off to you. Hey, how about she come spend the week with you? And then one, hey, let her come live with you permanently, full time. It was it was one of the greatest blessings I ever thought. I had given up on that. I had threw it away. I had figured that it would never happen and it can't be fixed because I was such a mess up. That's what the devil would have me to believe. But God showed me different. Through Citadel, started to teach me my worth, started to build me back up to where I used to be, to take all of the nasty things that were inside of me and replace it with good things from Him. Then the ministry, I'm absolutely loving the ministry at Citadel. Everything feeds to your spirit. The people there are welcoming, inviting, loving, caring. And God ordains things in this church. He sets you in the ministries that you're supposed to be. I didn't ask to be on the evangelism team, but it happened. It happened that way. And now, through all the things that I went through with my ex-husband, I have a heart for evangelism. I have a heart to go out and help people. I have a desire inside of myself that is so strong to get out here and help people. I wouldn't have had that had I not been through what I went through. Had I not been what I've been through, I would not have understood how important my children are to me, how important other children are to me. It's just nothing but pure blessing. Citadel has done more than help me spiritually. Citadel has made a family for me, a community, something that's a system of support. You know, now I'm a 4.0 student at Wayne State University, senior, getting ready to finally graduate. I have dreams of going to law school. I don't doubt that having Citadel as my support and my back, I will not make it. I'm definitely gonna make it. There's no more questions. Being a single mother now, living on campus, going to school, Citadel provides avenues and ways to help me with my children and to support me, the people that are there. Call, check on me, make sure I'm okay. And I still remember one time I checked my mailbox and Citadel mailed me $5 and said, since you're a college student, take lunch on us. I was broke that day, so the $5 was perfect. The Citadel has done so much in my life right now, and I just feel blessed to be part of it and for it to be part of my family and part of my community.